Hey guys, this is Bryan with DD214 Transport. Please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell underneath for notifications so you'll be updated when I post. Okay, so today we're going to review the 2020 Ram 3500 dually that I purchased in December. I purchased it in late December, had 12 miles on it. Now, this is the 50,000 mile review. However, I think the truck's now got 53 on it. You know, I cut pretty quick to the chase. So, and I'm not here, just so you understand that I'm not here to promote one truck over another. I'm just telling you my experience with this particular truck. Okay, so we got the 50,000 mile review. First thing I'm going to say is, what are my dislikes on this truck? Well, it's going to seem a little weird, but I do not like the fact that this truck has no radio buttons on the steering wheel. I do not like that. And for all of you who are going to email me or text me or whatever, there are no radio buttons on the back of the steering wheel. I promise you, I've been there, done that, looked at it. None. Just doesn't come with it. But I can live with that little issue. I've grown to figure it out. The other thing that I don't like, and I don't understand, I really don't understand how they can't figure this out, but I don't like the fact that you have to turn on the tow haul button every time you turn on the truck. It shuts it off every time. You would think that if your trailer's plugged up and it knows that your trailer's there, because I've got a blind spot detection system even back to a 30-foot trailer, you would think that they could leave that on if you have it on. They do the engine brake that way, it stays on, but not the tow haul, so you have to stay reminded to reach down and turn that on. The things that I really like, again, is that blind spot alert. It's pretty awesome. It goes all the way back to 30 feet and will set automatically. You don't have to mess with it. It'll automatically set. I do like that a lot. I did not order it on this truck. It just so happened to have come on this truck. The 50-gallon fuel tank. For me, that was a deal breaker. If I didn't have a 50-gallon fuel tank on this truck, I wouldn't have bought it. Another thing I really like is the 2-position engine brake. What it does is when you push the first one, when you push it the first time, the engine brake is on. Every time you let off the gas, engine brake kicks in. The second one, though, which is the one I use the most, is it's under auto, and it does not come on until you touch your brake. Once you touch your brake, your engine brake will engage. That is awesome, and I'll tell you why it's awesome. Doing my last oil change, now 50,000 miles, doing my last oil change, I had them check my brake thickness, and I've got over 50% of my brakes left on this truck. Now that's pretty cool. So now, something that I'm very impressed with is, and you have to remember that, and I'm sure you know, but this truck has been under tow since I purchased it. I literally drove it 1,200 miles to pick up a trailer, and from that point on, it doesn't get driven unless it's towing something. And you know, there are no squeaks, rattles, weird sounds, nothing. Everything is tight on this truck. And I am very impressed with that. Just the fact that, you know, it's still solid as a rock. So, all right, so problems that I've had. All right. The only problems I've had with this vehicle is I had a light bulb go out, driver's side headlight went out. That was $63, I think. That's ridiculous for a headlight. The center console latch, the one right here, it got stuck. I don't know why it got stuck. It got stuck the day before I came home on one of the trips, and I took it to the dealer, and they got it open, and it hasn't stuck since. I went ahead and ordered a new console cover with a new latch, because you can't just replace the latch, you got to replace the whole thing. So I went ahead and ordered one of those, and it hasn't come in yet. I'm suspecting it will come in eventually, but you know, they got my money now, so they're taking their time getting me the console, but it's working, so it's no big deal. One thing that I did notice on this truck is that on the front tires, after about the second trip, the Stormageddon trip, after that trip, I started noticing a lot of unusual wear on the front tires. And what had happened, as I learned later, what had happened was because the trailer doesn't have an automatic leveling system on it, that weight was lifting the front of the truck up. No big deal, except for when your front of your truck lifts up, your tires want to pigeon toe in. So I started getting wear patterns, really bad ones, on the outside of those tires. So I made an appointment. I took the truck in, and I had airbags put in it. It's $1,850, I think. Haven't had any problems since. I put a new set of tires on it after they wore out. I got 44,000 miles out of a set of tires that are rated for 40, so I was pretty happy with it. But the airbags helped out a lot. I mean, it helps in a couple of different ways. If you're going through the Midwest, and those of you who know you're going through the Midwest and you're bouncing like this, you can tighten up that airbag and stop all that foolishness. You can keep your front end from sagging or pulling back. So that's the only thing I've really done to it. Light bulb, a center console latch issue, and I added airbags to it. Now, would I recommend this truck? Yeah. I'm going to buy another one. If it comes to it, I'll buy the same truck over again. I've had no issues with this truck. Knock on wood, because I know I'll go out and blow a motor or something next week. But right now at the 50,000 mile mark, I have no complaints. Believe me, if I had a complaint, you'd hear it. So that's it. That's a 2020 Ram 3500 dually with the high output 6.7 liter diesel and the 6-speed Anson transmission. That's it, guys. Other maintenance that I've done has just been your standard. In the first little bit, I did a oil change every 10,000 miles for the first two, and then after consulting with the dealership, they told me to go to 15. I didn't need to do it, so to run to 15,000 and change it. And you got to change those fuel filters. There's 2 of them in this truck. If you do it yourself, just the parts are going to be right at $180. It takes 2 fuel filters, 1 oil filter, and the oil. It's about $180. Don't skip on your fuel filter either. Don't go buy the cheap stuff, because you need a good air filter. I'm sorry, fuel filter. But your air filter is going to be about $60 too. So other than that, guys, that's it. I'm going to cut it here. If you need anything, please reach out. If you are having trouble getting started, contact Mary. I'll leave a link below. If you can please remember that nothing you're ever going to pick up, put on that truck, or deliver is worth your life or anybody else's life. And by the way, I do have a different color shirt. I do. I don't wear them. I like black and gray, but somebody asked me if I had a different color shirt. There, different color shirt. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Get out there, make some money, have some fun. Be safe. Talk to you next time.